Hi there, everyone, and welcome to another episode of See You on Sundays. So, it is Sunday today again. Let's see, we have Instagram here today too, and YouTube and Facebook as usual. Today, Instagram, hopefully you guys have a little bit of a better sound. Somebody gives me a shout up if the sound is not good. On Instagram, you can let me know. I hope it's better today. Okay, thank you all for joining. It's so nice to be here. Well, today it's a little bit rainy here. I don't know what it's like there, but I put some candles and that way it gets a little cozier, maybe a little brighter. Well. Hello, Elsa. Okay, well, as you know, you guys come for the music, I think, and also for some chatting, but so nice to have you here. Hope you're having a great Sunday. So much. That was one of my preludes. This one is the prelude in F sharp minor. All right, hope everyone is working out there. Is Instagram working? Please shout out some comments there. Maybe you guys want to more like this, maybe better. All right, so great to be here. So I started this project of writing 24 prelude, so that is one in each of the musical keys. And this was something I started off about now almost 10 years, 9 years. And the first one of this series was not, as maybe you would think I would start on C or something, but I actually started on F sharp minor. Hello, Brian, Jean-Paul, good to have you back here. Ami, hello, thank you so much. Sundays are musically beautiful. Thank you. So nice, thank you for your nice poetry. Claire? It's a good guess. I don't know if somebody's there on Instagram today. I hope you have. I'm trying to get a better sound for you today, but it's still a different setup because of the format. Anyway, so I wrote this prelude in F sharp minor, which is it's the parallel key of A, so which is a fairly normal key on the guitar, but it's just a very sad and it's a very beautiful key. And anyway, the way it went was that I was actually writing this first one I was writing during my GFA tour. So that was the Guitar Foundation of America's La Rite Tour, which is part of the prize. That is why that is such a good competition, because water. Because you get to do all these awesome concerts and you get such a nice experience. Rose, gracias. William, North Carolina, nice. I love the Carolinas. It's very nice over there. And this was actually, so I'd been started this during my tour, and like a sort of an on the road project. And believe me, it's short, but this first one took me probably the longest time. And then, actually, this was, I was playing a concert in, where was that? Near Philadelphia. And there was a guitarist that had previously won the junior division of the GFA in 2011 called Thomas Pfeffer. And it was a tough competition. It was very, very good level. Also, the second prize was extremely good, but I was in the jury at that time, and we were also amazed by his sort of mature musicality, despite then he was very young. Anyway, so later when I played a concert in his hometown, I asked him to join him and play with me in my concert, and we did. And after that, I dedicated this first one to Thomas. Anish, hello. Thank you so much. Hello, Poya. Music was the best. I will be listening to you forever. Thank you so much. From Instagram. Thank you so much. Now there's a lot of comments here. Hey, great. So that's good. That means that Instagram is working here. Anyway, I'm gonna play more in a bit, but this is a good story. And anyway, so what happened was that after then later I actually this was the first one I did, and then later on when I was back in Holland, I wanted to retake that project, and I realized I needed quite a lot of time. And at that time, of course, my career as a performer was going, and but somehow it was hard to find the time, and I tried. I always say to people, you should run your own race, find your own way. And that's kind of what I did. So I wanted to basically spend more of my time with writing and less teaching and less, playing. So I looked in the past. What did they do? So for example, when we, look into Chopin, I had this old book here of his preludes or nocturnes. So you see, for example, here, number 1, 2, 24, dedicated to Madame Camille Pleyel. All right, which of course was the piano maker. But you have especially the nocturnes. They're all dead. And then I realized, that back then somebody must have supported him. Well, anyway, nowadays, of course, there's crowdfunding and many awesome things to help bring out music. But anyway, I did it in that time the old-fashioned way, and I got some sort of patriots for each of these preludes, which at that moment gave me a little sort of space to do that. And actually, they're not finished, and there's still some available. If there are people who think that it is nice to have a prelude dedicated to them, imprinted in the score forever, you can always contact me. So there's anyway. I had been performing in Wales some years back, and anyway, we got to stay at a very nice. I stayed at a very beautiful kind of like a castle, really, in Wales. And anyway, they made friends there with the owner and the MacLeods. I don't know if they're watching even tonight. I told them I was going to play this because it, as a surprise, the Barbara MacLeods, who this prelude is dedicated to, was actually, it was a present from her husband. Isn't that sweet? So that was, if you're sick of giving flowers and chocolate, you can give some music. Anyway, this one actually, which is prelude number 10, has been one of the more popular one because it's the tremolo one, and it's a little surprise for you guys. There's going to be several surprises today if you hang on here. Number one is that this, because I'm not finished, so haven't published this yet. But if anyone, this one, a lot of people ask us. If you join Johannes Moller Guitar Music Facebook group, it's all for free. You can join that, and I will, tonight, we will put out that one for free. You also should thank, actually, Barbara, the McLeods, for supporting me in writing this composition. I don't know if they found their way in. I told them, if you are here, please send me a comment, Barbara. Anyway, now I haven't played this in some years, and actually now, because to give it out to you, I needed to fix it a little bit, because actually tremolo is not the easiest thing to put in the sheet music, and especially because I use so high notes, so you get so many of these extra lines up here. So it was normally I never have a challenge with this, but this one was a challenge to get a nice setting. But I hope you will enjoy it. It's a little small, but that's the only way it fits. Okay, Prelude number 10. This one is dedicated to Barbara McLeod. Thank you so much. That was my Prelude number 10, which is in C sharp minor. Actually, I don't know many tremolo compositions in that key, but actually I find it a lovely key for a tremolo. It's so nice and bright, and that was dedicated to Barbara, which I don't know if she was... so many comments here. Thank you guys. Hello, Erfaner, Ocean. Hello, Johannes from Western Siberia. Oh my God! Thank you for joining here. I've never been that far up there. Oh, from Brazil, Rosie. Thank you so much. Let's see how about now. It's Alberto. Greetings from Puerto Rico. Nice to have you here. Claire, thank you so much. Bill Harbinson, brilliant, thank you so much. Sunil, it was very beautiful, it was a good influence. Yes, that piece is influenced by Barrios very much. You know me, I've talked about that before. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Sanjay. Hey buddy, Steve, so nice you joining here, my Steve Thatchuk, we go way back. Steve is guitar professor, I think now also head of faculty or something like that, up in Northridge, Cali, in LA. Good buddy of mine. Actually, Steve was the very first concert I ever played was at Steve's University. Steve is a great guitarist himself. Nice to have you here. This is so nice today, friendly. From Italy, Francesco, gracias. Hey man, Steve, you are here. This is so nice you joined. Hope you guys are good. Miss you. I didn't get to see you in February. I didn't go to the United States. Well, let me actually, this is kind of funny that Steve is there because another prelude, the one right before, number 9, was actually dedicated to his teacher. This is Norbert Kraft. Another. I had no idea what it would lead to. Well, thank you. Well, I thought you did. I thought that's why you booked me, because you knew. No. Thank you, Steve. But I really appreciate that. That was a really cool thing. That was, and you know, for we have Americans there, but of course America has so many different parts. And well, for me, the first experience of America was like Steve living in Hollywood, a Canadian guitarist. So it was like, that was my first impression of America, was like straight in Hollywood, because that's where he was living. So that was pretty cool. Boya, which kind of rock and modern music inspire you as composers? Ooh, the first ones. Yeah, he knew. Oh, thank you, Steve. You did know. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, rock and roll. Yeah, actually, you know, a lot of music inspires me. It's all kind of a mess in a way, and then it all comes out somehow. But what we've been hearing today is these preludes, and they are very, very, very. They're not. This is something. You know, I did a lot of modern stuff. I did all kinds of things, but doing these preludes was kind of like, for me, was like. I don't know if you ever seen that film by Woody Allen called Midnight in Paris or something, where the people dream about another time. And I love that film because it's kind of what I'm doing. It's like dreaming of another time a little bit. So it's kind of a neo-romantic music, really. Anyway, this is super short. The number 9 was written to Steve's. Was supported by Steve's teachers, Norbert Kraft, who recorded my Naxos albums. That is great. Anyway, this one is super short, and this is an E major, very usual, strong key, very strong key on the guitar. Here we go. So that was prelude number 9, very short. That was for Norbert Kraft, actually. Very famous guitarist, and nowadays probably recorded more guitars, probably been producing more guitar albums than anyone else in the world, I would believe. Hi, gracias, Choco. Dan. Drops of Silk, but I played it last week, but I can play it again. I practiced for last week. Probably later. And I'm also going to tell you, now comes a little bit, thank you, Jean-Paul. Here's the thing, I'm going to a little bit announce another little surprise that we're going to have today. And that is that today, actually just yesterday, I released, finally, three arrangements that I really love that I did, which is 3 songs from Guizhou. As you know, I have a big project in China, which is in Guizhou, and we talked a lot about it last week too, but now these scores are up, so somebody's interested in those awesome, well, I like them to see. Here, that's how they look now. This is 3 Guizhou songs, and we have I have a surprise today, and that is actually that, oops, no, yes, so you can go to my web shop, johannesmoller.com /shop, and today, but only during this live stream, you can get 50% off if you're interested in getting these arrangements, which means that they will only cost $33, so that's about $1 each. So that if you like these songs and want to experience some of the culture of Guizhou is known as colorful Guizhou, and I'm gonna play that one of those again. Sorry, that one is covering my face too much. I'm gonna take that one out. You can see the code there, so if you can go and get these only during this live stream, this sale. So it is. Anyway, these are not too hard. Intermediate, I would say. It's not very easy either, but it's very comfortable to play. Sometimes I use some positions that are unusual, but if somebody wants to have some fun music to play, that is very different, because it's Chinese, but it's really Guizhou style, so it's unique. All right. That was Guizhou Love Song. I love that piece. It's like the beautiful mountains of Guizhou. It's very vast and long line of that melody. And as you see, this is one of these arrangements today during the live stream. Actually, I'm joking a little bit. I'll leave it in case you want to finish watching. I will leave that sale on until midnight. How about that? A few more hours. All right, until morning maybe. So if somebody wants it, it's the password here. So if you're on Instagram, you can see link in bio. And there's something called 3 Guizhou songs. And if you put, the password is Guizhou, Guizhou. You can't see it on Instagram, on Facebook. You can see it. And that's just Guizhou in capital letters. And you will get a 50% discount on this. So it only costs $3.33. John here, Dreaming Music. Yes, nice to have you back here, John. Like Debussy. Oh yeah, I tried a little bit. Maybe not like put a little bit of that impressionistic feeling. You're right there, John. You want a sad piece too? Shane? Is on top. Thank you so much. Well, I was feeling happy today. So beautiful from Ayabel from Indonesia. So nice to have you here. So nice to have you here. I forget to look at you guys. Claire. Beautiful. I've been listening to traditional Chinese music recently. You really capture the essence of their sound plus the feeling. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's the note. When you do arrangements or adaptations, one thing is the notes. And then the other thing is the sound, and the sound texture. And then, of course, it's the feeling, and that also, so maybe, so those three things are the things that I try to think about. Hi, Marco, thank you so much. From Finland, Harry. Great to have you back. I love Finland. I haven't been there a long time, but I'm oops. I went a few times. I had some lessons with a guitarist called Jukka Saviuki back in. He was kind of very good on 19th century repertoire, like Vivaldi. So he was very helpful to me at that time. So as you see, that sale is there. So, but I'm gonna play you just. Actually, I'm gonna play something totally different. That you might like, or you might not. Well, I hope you like it. It's something. It's very cheerful. It's a piece that is a part of the new CD that is still kind of. Do we need this promo code? I can put it back a little bit later if you guys want to see it. This is from the CD that is not out yet, called The City of Guitar, which is about the guitar. The guitar city is in Guizhou, so it's about Guizhou culture and about my inspirations there and my arrangements. And sometimes you can be inspired by something, like in this case, Guizhou, but I wanted to write something that it's tiny bit Chinese style, but really it's more like I don't know. You tell me. It's kind of like a bit of a pop tune almost. I must say. So, but I still think it has a little bit of a Chinese touch, but more than that, it's just something I wrote about Guizhou. It's called Home in the Mountains, because Guizhou is, for those people, the home is in the mountains for the Guizhou people. Hello Renato from Ecuador. If I can play the pipa, no, I cannot play the pipa. It's but actually believe it or not, for a guitarist, it's easier to try the guzheng, okay? Because it's also played with nails, and you can really, turn that volume up. It's for some reason it's like it's mostly by right hand, and then the left hand it's like the right hand of the guitar, but the left hand is bending, and the pipa it's a whole other set of techniques. So anyway, this is called Home in the Mountains. All right, I'm saying that album, because it's been delayed, it's been printed but stuck in China. I'm actually going to Decided I'm gonna, as you know, some of my albums are on Spotify, some are not. But I'm gonna put this one next week on Spotify. And anyway, then you get an MP3 version, and later, sorry for the wait, if somebody wants the actual CD, of course, eventually we'll get them here. Here we go, Home in the Mountains. That was my composition, Home in the Mountain, from my latest CD, The City of Guitar. Hello, Saira. So nice to have you here. Thank you for that comment. We've been enjoying you guys at the Boston Guitar Festival. Have been doing wonderful things online. Claire. Sorry, yeah, I was just, like when I said it, I was like totally thinking, I got stuck in my brain. It's, not Gudjen, exactly, not Gutin, not Gutin, but Gudjen. Is that better? Gudjen? I think it is. Thank you for the applause there, silent applause. Thank you so much, Rosie. So nice to have you all here. My God. All right. It's a nice day. Raining a little bit here, but I'm feeling it's nice now. Raining a little bit. Playing guitar inside. It is very nice. Normally, in the summers, I know for the last 5 years, I toured in China in the summer, and a lot of it's been in the southern part, and it's usually very, very warm, but the Dutch summer is very mild and pleasant, so it's been a nice summer. Oh, Saira. Well, hello, thank you all. Thank you for joining. Franz is here too, so awesome. We have, thank you for the applause. Today we completed the first start of composition workshop. 4 weeks. It's just been absolutely awesome. And we're not going to tell anything now, but there's some news on how we can continue that in a different way. And we want more people to join that, not just to be a startup group. We want to create a community more of people who writes for the guitar and make that an ongoing thing, not just this startup course, which makes it then a little more, because otherwise it gets very not stressful, but intense month, which was great for this course. But now we want to do something that stretch a bit more in time, so it will also be a little more affordable. So keep your eye out for that. As I said before here, today we did have the Astrid, this tune sounds Eastern. Oh well, then I did manage. Well, actually, that sort of, that riff kind of in the beginning is kind of pentatonic. So that's gonna do something. Well, it's the feeling I got there, from being in the mountains and kind of feeling of hiking in the mountains, that's that kind of feeling. Very soft and touchy. Thank you so much. Wim, hello. Yes, Kevin, I am in the Netherlands right now, and it's been a strange time, but in many ways I'm enjoying this time, and I'm enjoying so many things that I haven't done before that I can do, and in many ways I'm feeling good, and giving us time to prepare for the future, new ideas, new fresh for the world. I think it should be positive. This is, of course, coming back to normal, but some things we learned from this we're going to keep. And what I'm learning a lot is how awesome it can be with the internet and how we all can connect like right now. So that we don't need the coronavirus to continue that. That's going to be also, and so nice. We have so many people joining tonight. I really appreciate that. I don't know how it's going. Yeah, I hope Instagram is good there. Because I can't see what your camera looks like. Thank you, Franz. This composition course is awesome and lovely and very well tutored. Thank you. Johannes takes care of everybody and everything. Thank you. I do my best. And it's been a pleasure. And I really look forward to our new plans and to have more people involved in that. We also have a plan for, we know that there's some people that might not be able to afford this. And, we all live in different parts of the world and so on. So it's discussing a way to, find patriots for them. So it's so exciting times. But let's go on a little bit. I talked a bit here that you can still, if somebody is interested in talking about the sale we have here of the 3 Guijo songs, you can't see that, but if you go on link in bio on Instagram and you find 3 Guijo songs, if you put, it's the same as the name of the songs, it appears first on the shop. You put promo code Guijo, capital letters, and it's half price until later tonight. Oh, Brian from Houston, nice to see you like this. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, I performed in Houston, but it's many years back. Houston is very nice. As you know, I won the GFA in Austin, Texas. So actually I have a particularly long-lasting also from having performed there also. Actually, we talked before about Steve, my first US tour. The second concert that was booked was in Texas, so it was first LA. And then it was in Dallas. No, in Fort Worth. Denton, sorry. John wants fast scales. Well, I love practicing in the 1 octave scale, but you can also do 2 and so on. But it's so lovely with the short ones. Then you can really do the speed bursts. If you practice short scales, it's always better. Then you become faster. And then later, when you're very good at this one, then just put them together. And then with the other one. So practice or Villalobos. Oops. Bim! If I had India tour, yes, I came to India every year except from last year. For the last 10 years, I recorded my India album. It's recorded in India. I am very, very close with India. Marshall, greetings from Oregon, wine country, fantastic. Well, I've been over in Oregon a few times too. Of course in Portland, but also in Ashland. I've been there many times to perform over there for something called Jefferson's Classical Guitar Society. So we have the whole world here. Thank you, Hussein. Hello, Maestro. Hello there. From Brazil. Great. Awesome. Brian, you missed me. No, well, it's okay. There'll be another time I go to Houston and you're here now. And this is, thank you for letting me play here in your living rooms or wherever you are. Your ballrooms, perhaps. Well, let me play you one more of the Guijo songs. I talked about it last week, and it is that this is called Mijo, and this is a Miao minority song. And Mijo is the rice wine, which they drink, and then you can hear here they get a little drunk and start dancing. That's about it. And that's part of the 3 Guijo songs. So if you like this music, it's something different. It's not Chinese music. It's Guijo music, colorful Guijo, and if you like it, to play something new, good opportunity. Very cheap today, 50% off. Only during this live stream and a little bit more. All right, here we go. This is Mijo. Mijo, one of my 3 Guijo songs. Is there anyone interested? Do take use of that promo code. Well, you guys, this is so much fun. Ibel, I really love your Chinese composition. How did you learn to compose Chinese music? Well, it was first by listening, mostly by listening. As I said, there's the notes. So there's kind of a theoretical side, which has to do with, mainly it's a pentatonic scale, but that also has to do with the way, the phrasing, so on, of traditional music. But then again, there's so many styles within Chinese music that is hard to attach it. Then the other is the sound, to create textures on the guitar that sound similar. And that, like we said before, is the third is the feeling. So thank you for that question. Thank you, Saida. Thank you so much for joining here. I'm missing all the comments here. You guys are so nice. I think, please, do you use AMI for... Yes, I do like for that kind of scale. I use the 3 fingers, and then I have it's trick that I recommend people sometimes for 3 finger scales, and that is finger in the left hand in a way that you have always 3 notes per string. So, for example, all right. It's a great way of doing a 2-octave scale, actually. And you change position twice. This is extended position, actually. And then you can, or because of course in the 3 it's easy that it's da 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 da, and sometimes you want taka 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 taka, but that you overcome with other exercises like practicing just alone with it. For example, that is the 3. Alright, so that's kind of a trick. And even for any one of you out there playing for the Concerto Aranjuez, those fast runs, a lot of times there are many opportunities to finger them with 3 notes per string. Now this is a little bit too long time. So I'm totally out of that kind of, that piece, but I mean... It's so much beauty, and I do have it somewhere a recording when I play that with a very good orchestra in Sweden somewhere. Let's see, that's not really public domain, but maybe I could share that if somebody's interested what I did with that. Thank you, Cicada. Thank you. The world needs this now more than ever. Thank you. But remember, stay strong, be positive. I'm feeling very enthusiastic about things these days, and the sun is still rising every morning. Fantastic. And the business, everything will come back. It will come back. How long do you keep your right hand nails, Kevin? Not too long. I always this video, not too long, not too short. There is 2 long nails and there is 2 short nails, and there's a lot in between. I think basically a too long nail, in my opinion, all right, you can, for example, when it gets very long, it gets more bright. That's just the way it is. More, some people can really control it. It also has to do with your fingertip. If you have a very big fingertip, you need a long nail. It's longer nail. But then, of course, what happens if your nail is too long, especially if you're still developing your technique? It's a great danger if the nail is too long, because then your fingers, instead of actually going in, which is sort of the secret to good sound, is that the finger go in. Like I always say, I teach kids like you squeeze a lemon or that like something like get the water out. Like that's the movement actually. So if the nail is too long, it easily goes like this instead. All right. So that is the danger with too long nails, that it inhibits the movement of the finger. Okay. And then a too short nail, it's like too short so that you can't find it. It's like you can barely play. Obviously, that's not good. Saying that, I have done that myself, and I know that's famous for Pepe Romero, called the guitar diet, where you have to file your nails very short and then practice on the technique until they grow out. This is painful, but it's very awesome. You can learn so much. So they say you have to file your nail only as thick as a string, as long as a string. So you can only just like fit, barely play, But they will teach you a lot. But it's very on play. Julian Bream had I think he had pretty long nail. Also think about Julian Bream used a little bit of a different angle of his hand. So then actually the nail also can be a little longer because you're easier get, with more modern technique it goes like this more. But again, there's so many ways, and what is I'm nobody to say, but I just think for yourself, you have to, what you should do is find like when is it too short, when is this too long, And I always do that if I go on tour. I like to have them long in the beginning, because if I'm playing a lot of concerts, they're going to be short by the end, so. Or for recording too. The first recording day, it should be basically I did a little long, and then for the first day I kind of, and then by, because I have to have nails left for the end. Play a study. Don Bird, Don, yes, Segovia had very short nails. So it's so different, it's really, and Pepe Romero, for example, has really short nails, but he, doesn't seem to have any problems finding that string. Even these days, he can play pretty good scales going on there. Lovely. And, Cicada Music, you saw me in LACMA. Oh, yeah, LACMA in LA. Thank you for being there. That was a beautiful, I love playing at the LACMA in LA. Broadcasted, I don't know, I suppose they still do their broadcasts going on now. Wonderful venue, a museum in LA. Puts on concerts, I think it's every week or something like that. And it goes in the radio. You guys, this has been so much fun. If my nails get too long, I can't get good sound, and the notes sound thin, not full. Yeah, because the long nails is more pointy, basically, and so it is. Again, it's a lot about the fingertip, because it's mostly, and that's why sometimes you shouldn't look like this, like, oh, how long nails do you have? No, you should look like this, because it's in relation to your fingertips. You'd be like, hey, that's the side that matters. Not because it depends. It can look like you have very long nails, but then you look at the other side, oh, not, or the opposite. So, Fred, for a better tremolo. Well, as a matter of fact, we are about to release. This is something I worked on for years and years and years, and I'm releasing a lot of my technique material, and it's gonna be it's an online course. It's a video course. You do it in your own speed. There's about almost 30 videos on there with exercises. This course is totally only tailored for tremolo. It's for developing your tremolo. All right. So if you're interested in that, the best tips, because I can give you the exercises. I notice I give the exercises to people, but if you don't do them, then the exercise doesn't work. So, and I know it's hard to sit down, and it's about doing it methodically, not too fast. So gradually, and this is so hard. You have to get your metronome and everything. The advantage of this, by the way, Instagram I think will have maybe turned off already, or they ran out of time. That happens. Lang, I will answer your question in a second. We're back on the tremolo. So, Fred, and for other people, this is, this course is also not too expensive. I mean, if you take all these in private lessons, it will be a fortune. But You get basically these are 8 parts, and each of them have a minimum of 3 practicing exercises. You practice with these videos. In the video you have the music, it has the metronome, you save a lot of time, and I'm very excited about this course. So please look, I'm gonna, you're probably gonna see something about it, but please look out for it. In a couple of weeks, so we're just tweaking the last little bits. I'm very excited about that course, and I'm going to also do other courses like, then the one following is going to be how to improve your speed. The same principle. You use videos that you practice with, and I guarantee you, if you use these videos, you will achieve what you're trying to achieve, especially if you do it, on a regular basis. Flamenco tremolo, yeah, it's different. That's P-A-I. I love the flamenco tremolo because it's meant to not be even. In classical, we work for years. But the flamenco tremolo should have like a... Right? So that is very nice. So for person, in order to be faster in short time, well, that is the way. Keep doing methodically. Slow practice. Be methodic about your technique. But this is again why I want to do these courses. It started off with a book I was gonna make, and it had the first actually is the 10 core exercises. But somehow this was. It's just this sheet music wasn't doing it. We need more. We need video. We need to see. We need to use the mediums we have today. So, then this is not a book that I was planning to release. I'm reformatting and putting all these exercises into videos and courses. So there's tremolo coming first, and it's going to be speed. Self-taught, yeah. And actually, this is the thing. That's future. But saying that self-taught today, with the opportunities of video usage of video courses, you can learn so much more at home and at your own tempo. And anyway, I hope you will enjoy those courses when they come out. From YouTube, which finger do you start with 3-finger scale playing? Well, I do it like a tremolo, A-M-I, because that's just again why. Most people prefer the P-A-M-I. But the tremolo is because the hand, you can try yourself. You do this or this. It's more natural. It feels more natural to do this. If you grab something, all right? We don't pick an apple like this, like P-A. The other thing, how do you pick your apple? Which fingerings do you use for picking apples? I use C-H-A-M-I-P. Actually, P comes in the end. That's the other interesting thing. Because the tremolo we think of as starting with the thumb, but no, it actually just physiologically is more like an end to the movement. So also when I play a tremolo, I don't know if you follow that. I very much often when I play a tremolo, I like to leave that first bass note just a little bit, give it a fermata, just for people to be able to sort of sink into the music. Like I did with Barbara's the prelude here that we played before. Now we go back if I find the page here. Happy Sunday looking for music. Do you do that too? Get all your music mixed up and right. So for example here I get the first note. You can almost do it a game. You could just have fun. See how long you can wait on the first note when you start a tremolo piece. It's to the thumb. And of course, tremolo, what you must understand with this course is that basically to really develop a good tremolo, it requires very kind of disciplined kind of exercise to really control the fingers. And then of course once you the ultimate step, okay, and that there's no course for that really, because that's something in you. That's when the hand now is working in your favor, when you can control it. It's second nature. You don't have to think about it anymore. Then we start thinking about the music and about the line, and that it's not just not so nice, I think. This is what, you know, because it's some people call it tremolo study, but it's hard on the third string. Well, it's hard, and it's even harder on the fifth string. There is a tremolo composition by Regondi. In the end, even one part, you even play the tremolo on the fifth string. That's really hard. Yes, that's also in my exercise too. That's where we start. Actually, my course, without giving away too much, we start just with these fingers, because to get stability, put the thumb. I give one for free. And then, because all focused on getting the right movement and the right position. Because if you're like this, for example, then each finger is different, but they all need to be the same to the string. So we just start with that on the first string, and then introducing the thumb in staccato. And then first I work only with the fifth and the first string, and then we start changing the strings. So it's like a gradual process. And then basically everything is like that. The art of learning has to do with gradually introducing challenge. And there is a fantastic book about that I read almost all of it. No, I did read the whole thing. It's called Talent is Overrated. Doesn't say that it doesn't exist, but it says that it's overrated, because there is so much we can achieve with improved focus on our practice. That's called deliberate practice, and that is to do with increasing your challenge, but not too much at once, so that you fall out into what is called the chaos zone. Anyway, you guys, this is such a nice... Oh, so many on here. You guys are awesome. Thank you tonight. It's been just wonderful. And actually, I'm really... I don't know if the MacLeods from Wales, if they joined. I was playing and telling the story about my prelude number 10, and I was telling the story for you who didn't hear before about how my preludes, how I got inspired, like actually got the idea from Chopin, when I realized that so many of his nocturnes were dedicated to different people that probably sort of supported him, because sometimes, especially when I was doing this was music, you know, the problem with music is that especially in classical music, is that when you are famous enough, then you're already too old to play. No, or as a composer, you really only, you know, like we kind of think only, you know, 200 years after you lived, maybe, you know. That's a bit boring, maybe, but with something like this, it is. Look, here it is, 9 years later, I still have not finished them. And that's just the way it is. So it's a very long term, you know, 2 more years to get them out. And so it was very, very wonderful to have that support. And because now there's so many preludes without Patreon. So if anyone would like to be a part of my prelude project, please get in touch. If you want to pick one of the keys that are left, you can have a prelude dedicated to you or to a friend, like in Barbara's case from her wonderful husband, who gave her that as a birthday present. I hope you're watching, by the way. I didn't see you guys then. It was we had such a wonderful time with you in Wales, and I hope you're well. And again, thank you for this many years back. I maybe 8 years, 9, 7. Anyway, and now, as I said before, if you check out Johannes Moller Guitar Music Facebook group, check out. I will give the score for free tonight, because I'm a little bit superstitious about it. I don't want to publish this thing until it's all complete, but little ones here and there, some of you know that my F sharp minor prelude you can still download from some link. I don't know exactly where that is, but and what I wanted to do for you now, because actually these preludes, or any sort of 24 preludes romantic style, it's kind of, well, it's like in pairs, because you go major, minor, major, minor. So you go C major. Normally, you can actually do any order, but it's just the way it at least I tend to think of it that way. So C major, A minor. Right? We have D major, E minor, and so on. So they come in pairs. And of course, before I played you number 9, which is supported by Norbert Kraft, a fantastic recording engineer. And this one is dedicated to him. And that's in E, all right? And number 10 for Barbara here is in C sharp minor. So I want to actually play those together so you can get a little feeling of how, that feels. And the thing is that actually the number 9 is one of the shortest. So number 10 I made a little longer, and more so because number 9 is in E and it's short. To compensate that a little bit, number 10 in C sharp minor actually has a long section which is very much in E major, okay? So that's something to look out for if you're interested. Oh, now I need to do this for the pages. Thank you so much, you guys, for letting me play here and be with you tonight. So I'm gonna play those one after the other. Let's see how that feels. All right. Wasn't that nice though? You could hear, I have made a mess of the music. So sorry, guys. This is what happened. But did you like it? Isn't that nice? From the E and then the C sharp minor. How beautiful isn't that? And let's see now. Oh, I see what happened. Yeah. Oh, let's continue a little bit. Oh, here we go. Now I know what happened. I had the wrong page. It was another piece. number 10. Let me tell you, so as you noticed, this starts in C sharp minor, and then, like I said, it goes heavily into E actually, you know, with this part. A minor and an E, very E. So it's like a trap. And then how do I get out of it? This is a really kind of nice. I stole that from Tárrega. It's like E and then C major, and exactly that. This is stolen. It's not, you know. This is a way of. And there's still an E. We can't get rid of them. So now, but in the E chord, I start putting the C sharp. And then I do this super crazy chord. It almost is like one of those called the Tristan chord, but it's not quite, because I wanted it to not be. So, this is the Moeller. No, I don't know. This is some. I mean, that could be in a, you know. Whoever gives a good analysis of what that chord really should be, I promise you, if you join Johannes Moeller Guitar Music, you will get this piece for free. If you find a good, to explain that chord, it's a quiz. I will give you a free CD. Ha! So check that out. Simple? No, John, these are not simple chords. I don't know what kind of chords you usually play. Well, here's simple chords, but I mean, this is. Those are super spooky chords. Actually, they're all kind of diluted, these chords. Very romantic. Almost all of these preludes have the augmented sixth chord. Alright, you guys, this has been one of my. Thank you, Marion. Thank you, John. You guys, it's been one of. Really nice to have you here today. I think we had more people on here than ever, I think. And on YouTube, I don't know, YouTube, we have YouTube. Instagram is done because that has a time limit, and I don't want to stick with 1 hour. But you guys, I'm going to, just before we finish here, as I said, if you're interested in those Guido songs, there is a 50% sale on if you go there, okay? And this has been so nice to be. I will leave that on, not just a little bit longer until tomorrow or so, and then I take it away. And actually, I'm going to do that in the future too. And if you come to these live streams, you'll be able to get access to free stuff and sales and stuff like that. So, until next Sunday. Actually, I also do sometimes spontaneous live streams. You can also catch me there. Then, you know, can also be more time to answer questions maybe. Oh, hello, Barbara. Did you watch? Fantastic. Fantastic. So nice to do. I hope you heard the piece. It's so nice to hear from you guys. I wrote you earlier today. Hey. Looking forward to the course. Kevin, thank you so much. Well, actually, let's finish one more time, because actually I made a mess with the pages, and Barbara is watching. I'm gonna play once more this prelude, and I want to, because what happened was that this were. Now I'm gonna focus a little bit, and I'm gonna play for you as beautifully as I can before we finish. One more time, the prelude number 10. Again, thank you. McLeods, for the support. Thanks to you now, many other people can play this piece too, because it's going out for free in Johannes Moeller Guitar Music Facebook tonight. Okay, here we go. Oh, and I forget. Well, that was for you to see. I've left these guys on here. But anyway, oh, that one we don't want to leave out. It's getting dark here. It's been a most beautiful evening. And I give much love to you all. And, oh, thank you for the message. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Brian, Hassan, Jean-Paul, Birinci. Okay, you guys. Have a tremendously wonderful week. Bye-bye.